I'm Pumpkin, and today I have my sketchbook, my pencil, and I want to draw some biblically accurate angels. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so without further ado, let's go! So I spent the day in my Bible, going to all the different passages that I know that have descriptions of not Bibles, descriptions of angels. And I made a notes document of a bunch of different features that different angels have. I'm thinking we do a cherubim here, if that's how you pronounce it, I have no idea. And then maybe a seraphim, something like that here. I'll go into better detail of what those actually are later. But first of all, I'm going to actually draw the two angels on both pages, but I might actually scratch that. I'm going to do the cherubim here first, and then if we have time, like if it doesn't take me 60 hours to do this one, we can do another one on this page, which I'm hoping to do. So yeah, I'm going to draw this one real quick, and I'll see y'all in a second. Alright, I finished sketching it. It took around 25 minutes because I couldn't figure out how I wanted it to look, even though even though I had a description, it's different from actually seeing what it actually looks like and trying to put it onto paper. So let me try to explain what this is, because I know I said I would. So a cherubim is a type of angel in the Bible, not that. So in the book of Ezekiel, he describes it as, this angel. From the center of a cloud came 4 living beings that looked human, except that From the center of the cloud came 4 beings that looked human, except they had 4 faces and 4 wings. So there's only 3, but the other one is in the back. It is an eagle's face. I drew it from a straight on position because he describes it as each one moved straight forward in any direction without turning around. So I guess whatever way they wanted to go, they would just go straight that way. I think that's because he said they flashed to and fro, so I guess they don't really have to turn. They can just go from here to flash in that way. He describes it as 4 being together, but if I did 4, I would have to sacrifice size and detail, so I'm just going to do 1. We're going to pretend the other 4 are around it. Their legs were straight, and there as in there's 4 of them. Their legs were straight, and their feet had hooves like those of a calf, and they They shone like burnished bronze, so we're going to use a bronzy color for the hooves. They had a human face in the front, an ox on the left side, a face of a lion on the right side, and an eagle on the back. So that's why we have that. Each had 2 pairs of outstretched wings. 1 pair stretched out to touch the other wings of the other cherubims, and the other one was to cover their body. So when we start coloring it, we're going to have to put a glow around it. Ezekiel describes them as, the livings looked like bright coals of fire or brilliant torches, and the lightning seemed to flash back and forth among them. So that's what these scribbles are. It's going to be lightning whenever we have the whole thing colored. Let's see, what else we got? Oh yeah, the wheels. These are, I'm pretty sure these are living creatures. They're, I don't actually know the proper name for them. I'll have to figure that out. They're called wheels, I think. So it has a wheel inside of a wheel. It has a wheel inside of a wheel, and the other one is turning opposites. We have one like this, and the one's doing yeah. I think he describes them as the wheels being beside the angels, but it said that the wheels moved with the angels. So if they go up, the wheels go up. If the angels go this way, the wheels go with them. Just whatever way they go, the angels follow, or these things follow. So I wanted to kind of have it closer, so kind of wrapping around the legs. Just creative liberty. I don't think it's too far off of what it could have been for it to be just changing what the Bible described it as. So I'm just going to leave it. Each of them had they were covered in terrifying eyes, as Ezekiel says. It says, when the beings stopped, the wheels stopped. So that's either they stopped turning, or they just stopped moving. I don't know. Why is it blurring? But yeah, that's how we get this design. It was with all of the different pieces described in Ezekiel. As long as this took me to draw, I think we might only have time in this video to do just this one. I don't think I'm going to have time to draw and color a whole nother page. So if I do add to the other page, I think I'm going to post it on either my Instagram, which is Pumpkins Picasso, same as here on YouTube. And then also post the other page on the community poll on YouTube. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure to subscribe and you can go see that. Yeah, but anyways, let's get to coloring. Ezekiel describes the wheels as... The wheels sparkled as if made of beryl, which I think is that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. And beryl is just gemstone. I feel like maybe a green gemstone, like emerald. We could try to mix a bit of like emerald. I know there's also blue beryl. So maybe we can mix like emerald colors and maybe some light blues to create like a shiny-ish kind of thing. So we could use this for the wheels. I'm not actually too really sure how I want to do the skin for this thing. So we could try to do like a light pinky color. So I'm thinking for the skin, we do a little bit of like what we did for her shirt here, like the purpley tan kind of color. So I think that was 131, which is pale peach if I remember right. So we could try to do this as a base color for the skin. And I definitely want to do my purple shadows. And I also got to be really careful because I got to make it glow. And it said it glows like there was something inside the cloud, which was the cherubim's. And in the middle of the fire glowed something like gleaming amber. If I remember right, amber is like an orangey color. So we could try to do... Are these the same color? They look pretty similar to me. Okay, anyways. We could try to do maybe like a very ambery glow around the cherubim. So we're going to have to experiment with that, trying to get the glow onto the cherubim. I also want to make the background a really dark color to make the lighting pop. I don't think we have any more descriptions of colors. So there is the lightning too, which is probably going to be like a white or a light blue kind of color. It said that it's in a storm, so we're going to make the background like a dark blue. So we have to figure out how to make all these colors work together. I just don't know how I'm going to get all these colors to work together is the problem. I don't know if I want to use this bright of colors. We could re-pick out some of these colors. Alright, let's go straight in with the shadows. I really hope this looks cool. I don't actually know where the shadows will be coming from, because we're going to have lightning popping everywhere. So maybe we need to do the highlights first. Yeah, so let's do highlights first. Just lighten this up a little bit. No, it's ruining my eraser! Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that then. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we're just not going to do that then. So let's just use this tanny color for the highlights. So it would be glowing from the front. So wherever the end of the angel would be is where it'd be glowing from. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh yeah, and Ezekiel described human hands underneath the wings. That's why those are there. That might be a good highlight color, so that's good. If you've watched any of my videos before, you would know that last video I tried alcohol markers for like the second time ever. So I'm really just winging it right now because I seriously don't know what I'm doing. I got some funny tips on how to use them in the comments last video, and I don't really know how helpful they were. So let's just go ahead and move on to the next color. Hopefully this won't be too harsh. We could go back and blend it real quick. Hopefully that will dry and look good. I need to try out some more colors to keep blending. I'm gonna go in with this one next. Oh gosh, that might have been way too dark. Did I ever use this one? Uh-oh. Hopefully I didn't just ruin it. Oh no, I think I just ruined it. No. Okay, there might be a way to fix that, but I don't know. We could try to cut out some paper and stick it on there. Yeah, let's try that. But I don't know what paper to use because I don't want to tear up my sketchbook. You know what? Maybe before we tear up my sketchbook, I'll just... Alright, yeah, we're just going to scrap that. Let me get some paper and we're gonna fix this real quick. Bad news, I could not find any cardstock. I guess I don't have any. So we're just going to ignore it, do the rest of it, and then come back to it. Is this one drying out already, or is that just the way it lays down? I want to draw these wings, but I don't want to draw each individual feather and make it look kind of crowded like my normal drawings of wings are. It could also come in on the back where a lot of shadow would be. Alright, now we can go over with this pink color. We may have to do multiple layers of this. No, this is not going how I want it to go at all. This is the wrong color. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess this is the color we're using for the wings now. This is turning out to be a disaster. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, why am I doing this? It's not what I was planning to do, but we could try and fix the wings with paint markers instead, because this is not working. We can try to do his skin with alcohol markers still, but we're going to move on to paint markers for his wings, I guess. Never mind, I don't want to use paint markers. Alright, I'm going to be extra careful. Move on to his face and use the right colors. Oxen are typically seen as gray color, and the lions are usually like yellow and orange, but maybe we can keep it all the same color, or as far as the cherubim goes. Cherubim, something like that. Maybe that was supposed to wing. Oh my gosh. I need to just stop. Oh my gosh. Oh no, this is so bad. Okay, but I do like the purpley kind of skin for it. And the wings don't look that bad. So we could just roll with it. I haven't decided what color I want to do with the hair of all of them yet. We could even do like heavy line art with this thing because it might need it. If we actually just ignore this, it doesn't look that bad. We could even go back over to these kind of spots and blend in the purple a little better. I do like the white eyes, so we might have to do the white eyes on the lion and the ox too. So the hooves in the Bible are described to be like something bronze, like shiny bronze. And I've played enough sports to know that bronze is something kind of close to this. Maybe more brown. That's not brown. Yellow ochre, maybe? Yeah, it's like a combination of these two. So we could try these, but I'm not sure how that would look. Worst case scenario, we just go over everything with a bunch of highlights and gel colors. So we're gonna go down here. It said that its legs were straight. So I don't know if that means they would be close to like human legs with the oxen feet. Because it never says anything about like if the legs are of an oxen too. It just says the feet. We could try to do the same color here for the legs. Seriously, if we just ignore this, it does not look that bad. Let's just cover it up for now with these. I don't remember seeing anything about the legs, so we might just be able to wing this. Wing it. Oh gosh, that was so bad. Anyone who knows me in real life can attest that I make 100,000 dad jokes and none of them are good. I love them though. They're funny. We also have the lion's mane and beard thing. I still don't know what we're gonna do about that. Oh my goodness. We might just need to go in with some heavy line art just to clean up all of this as well. Do this wing over here. So let's add a harsh line there and kind of just follow the feather lines. So now that I'm really looking at it, this I don't mind that much. Kind of looks like sunset, but we do need to go over more layers so it looks less streaky. We do need to go over this hair and make the colors match. I don't know how to fix this. So maybe we do, instead of green for this, we do maybe green like shadows. It kind of looks like it's green, but it's not really. Like a green undertone maybe. Let me actually look up what beryl looks like. Alright, I looked it up and the most common form of beryl is like a greenish bluish color. So that green that I swatched would be too green. So we could try this one. It's called Sky Blue. So it might be a good one. I don't really have any colors that'll work well. We could work on trying to find a way to cover this up. I might have some paper from another sketchbook I can use. Just like glue it on top. I'm gonna get some paper and try that. So I think I might have not been recording. I glued in the paper and tried color matching it to the same colors, but since it's a different paper, the markers work differently. Yeah, this is just not working. Could even just try to chop off some of this, but I already put glue, dang it! We're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on, nothing we can do. You would think I'd remember to go the right direction with all of these after, you know, using them over here and it being streaky, but nope. Yeah, at this point I should probably just make a whole different video. Too deep in now. And I forgot to do the feathers over there before I did the color. We might just have to take this off and just try a whole different color, or try to put something else right there. For now, let's just move on, because this is giving me a lot more trouble than I bargained for. My little sister has like this hole punch thing where you like kind of do like this to some paper, and it cuts out little letters into the paper. And we could make one of those right here, like maybe just write, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty." Try to fit that in here with cut out letters over the drawing, like over the line art. That could work. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do, I guess. And what color line art should we do? Should we do like a orange, maybe? I do have orange markers that have like a pen tip. We could try that, or we could just use colored pencil like I normally do. You know, colored pencil could actually save this entire thing. Alright, I gotta go over with more layers on the wings. Why is it not working? No! So we could do his hand real quick, because I still don't know how to fix this. It's not really the most crazy hand shape, it's kind of just a quick doodle, but it's not a big centerpiece. Looks more gray than pink to me on the cap, but it looks very pink on the paper. I think it might be finally time to do those wheels. Wait, I'm pretty sure, no! I'm pretty sure this wheel was supposed to go over the leg. Maybe not. Oh, how did you draw that? Pain. I'll just work on the back with this, and we can do like shinies, like hints of this color all around. I think our gel highlighter is gonna be our best friend at the end of this one. We could even do You know what? I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna try to add anything crazy. I do want to try this. Delete it. Delete now. I'm in. We're gonna leave it there and see what happens. I don't know if I want to add pupils or not to the things. We can go back with that if we do want to do that in the end. Alright, we're gonna try one more layer of this to try to make it look less streaky. We could even try to make feathers so that the streaks look like they're on purpose. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. It's either gonna work and look awesome, or it's just gonna look like the rest of the drawing. Oh man. This is not a good example of my art skill. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we might just need to do big strokes like this, because it's kind of doing... Or we just need to, you know, just like cover up the whole thing like this, because I think we kind of reset our smoothness by trying that. We were getting somewhere, and then we lost it. The line art's gonna be going hard with this one. I think we're gonna try this dark purpley color. So let's just go ahead and try it like on the wings, I guess. So we may need to do multiple layers, make it thicker in some spots. That's definitely helping. I need to move all these markers with my elbow down. That may be helping it a little bit. We could just go to their faces real quick. Could just play this off as some kind of robe. We could try to save it some cross hatching. I do think the colors look worse on camera than they do in real life. So before I go any further, I do want to add in their eyes. Make them wider. Is it just like an American thing? Or does everybody put their initials, like their first name, then their last name, and then their middle name? I think that's kind of weird. Like, my initials technically would be BGM, but if I get my initials on stuff or what's to say what my initials are, it's BMG. I know that was random, but like, I'm just curious. Is that like just an American thing? I think the line art is definitely helping it, plus the shinies. Then we could go back and add some sparkles. It's not as much as we did in the last video, because that was a little bit too much. But maybe it would work on this one. Oh no, I'm smearing. Oh no, I'm smearing all of it. But maybe a lot of sparkles would work on this kind of drawing. I think if we add in some gel pen eyes, that could look pretty cool. And then add in some sparkles. The idea for this looked so much cooler in my head. I haven't worked up to that level yet. We'll get there one day. But for now, I'm gonna keep posting the mess ups so that we can all be motivated to work harder and learn our craft. Show that not all people just are talented right off the get-go. And that sometimes things don't go the way we planned. We could zip in some of our lightning. Make it thicker in some places. I won't ever draw lightning, so we're going to see how this turns out. That doesn't look bad. It actually kind of looks cool. Alright, maybe we need to finish this wing and we can add more lightning everywhere. I think the highlights is what's going to save it. That definitely did help here. That lightning actually looks so cool. And I think for dark, so I think the opposite color of this, so the complementary color would be blue. But I don't want to do such a like a bright blue that it's overpowering. So we could do the same blue that we had for the shinies on here as the background color. Because I do want to add a background color. And maybe not even like the whole page, maybe just like a box. Let's see, I don't know where any more lightning is in this wing. I don't think I put any here. So we could just add more sparkles and then come back with lightning. So the way it folds, we give a little curve. Like that. Now I was smearing it as I went. So we could have lightning kind of cracking up around him, around his face. Yeah, so that probably was what needed to fix it, because over here just looks so much better than it was over here. So I think we might be able to save this drawing. We still need to fix this though. We didn't give no shine to his hooves. That's like one of the big things in the scripture is that the hooves are shiny. Oh, you can't even see it. Whoops. Alright, that one's starting to get close enough. So I want to pop some lightning, maybe somewhere like that. Could even make it kind of right in front of the oxen's face. I think it should just be one ox, I guess, but just one. Yeah, the lightning makes it so much better. After we add in the blue background, we can add lightning, like in these places too, where I had drawn it. So we can give it even more of a ominous kind of, I'm an angel, be afraid, instead of don't be afraid. There we go. I say we add in the blue background now, just to make them pop. I want to add in the glow effect, but I don't think it's going to work. Maybe we could use the lighter blue around the cherubim and then do the darker blue around the page. I'm going to try to create us a border. Actually, it's probably a better idea if I do it like this. Yeah, there we go. Now we can see the page. Alright, there we go. Now we just need to fill all that in with blue and hope it doesn't look streaky. So first of all, let's go around the cherubim with this light blue color. We also have to add the glow around the lightning. So maybe I do need to go ahead and add in the lightning everywhere. Now we can go back with the glow. No! No, I did it again! What am I doing? Alright, this is the right color. This is the color we're going with. Ezekiel does say it comes in a storm. So these should be like storm cloud colors. It's going to take a lot longer to do it this way, but I'm pretty sure this way makes it less streaky. It might still be streaky, but I guess it would be smaller streaks. We're going big tip, this is taking too long. Back to little tip we go. Does this even look like it's glowing, or does this kind of just look like a weird outline? I might need to go back over this like this and fix it up a little bit. I don't like the glow around the lightning. If we go over it with this, it'll create like a subtle glow. Why is that streak there? That's kind of weird. I may have just accidentally added more streaks, but that's okay. I'm not gonna cry. That's alright. Alright, I think I made it worse. Maybe that looks too much like water. I mean, it kind of makes it look smaller. I know that colorless blenders like tend to lift the color up, which might not be that bad because this is kind of rough. So maybe we can try to smooth that out. Maybe even get a lighter tone up there as well. Might even give it a good cloud effect. We could try it down here too. Yeah, this is looking a whole lot better. Now that it kind of like pops off the back. We could even add white, like a white outline around it to bring it forward a little bit. But for now, I want to try to get this piece off. How bad was it really even down here? Oh, it was pretty bad. Oh, well, see if I can get this off without ripping my page. It's coming. I do want to try something. If we can get this off, I'm thinking we could try to put a white paint marker on top of all of this and try to make it work. It might be lighter than the rest of the page, but at least it wouldn't be like a jump scare. Alright, we're going to try this. Hopefully it'll work and we can fix this page. And hopefully it doesn't hurt my paint marker. So that might not work. We can still do a quote. Maybe we can do the quote on paper that's like this color and then have the quote in white letters. I do still feel like we could fix it though. I feel like we can fix it. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to fix this actually. I'll go get some paper. Alright, I glued this in and I have a quote that one of these things said. I'm gonna try to see if I can fit it on there. It's kind of long, so I hope I'll be able to fit it in there. Let's go for it. Yeah, that looks cool. So I was able to fit it, which is good. It was barely though, that was close. Do you want to see a magic trick? 3, 2, 1, boop! Yay, it's done! I really like the way this turned out, and I'm really glad that it ended up looking good in the end after the crazy process it went through, because that was rough. But anyways, I love the way it turned out. I think we got pretty much all the details done from Ezekiel, everything except for the amber outline, or the amber glow, I mean, because we all know that did not work. I do like the way that the purplish blue color looked with the rest of the page, whenever I feel like amber might have been too, like, poppy of a color. But I do really like the way it turned out. Thank y'all so much for watching me draw this and coming along as I did. I hope y'all learned something new about what angels look like, and I hope this is a good representation of what angels actually look like. As far as the Bible goes, I think I got it pretty close to what it described. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for me. I try to post every single Sunday, so don't miss it. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope y'all have a fantabulous rest of your day. Bye!